Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on this day in wrestling history from May 12th through the 14th. 1983, NWA World Champion Ric Flair defeated Billy Jack Haynes by disqualification in Yakima, Washington. 1984, NWA World Champion Kerry Von Erich defeated Ric Flair in San Antonio, Texas. 1996, the multi-day WWF Kuwaiti Cup tournament ended in Kuwait City, Kuwait, with Ahmed Johnson defeating Hunter Hearst Helmsley to win the cup. 1996, okay, I already did that. 2005, Captain Lou Albano was hospitalized after suffering a heart attack. 2010, TNA signed Team 3D trainee Basie Ruth to a contract, who debuted as Rosie, getting a lot of love on Impact, but was rarely used before TNA released her later in that same year. 2011, it was publicly announced that Brock Lesnar had suffered a recurrence of diverticulitis, a disease that would force him to undergo surgery to remove a piece of his colon. The surgery and recovery would effectively end his UFC fighting career. Then he returned for one final bout, losing by TKO to Alistair Overeem and opening the door for his return to WWE in March of 2012. Events. 1994, WWF ran a rare show in Guam while heading to Japan for a tour at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. Here's the results for that. Atom Bomb defeated 123 Kid. WWF Women's Champion Alundra Blaze defeated Bull Nakano. WWF Tag Team Champions the Head Shrinkers defeated the Smoking Guns. Joint the Clown defeated Bob Backlund. The Undertaker defeated Yokozuna by disqualification. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Tatanka. Ooh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Rick Martel, substituted for Shawn Michaels. And WWF World Champion Bret Hart defeated Owen Hart. In 2007, Ring of Honor Respect is Earned was held at the Manhattan Center in New York City. This was the promotion's first pay-per-view event and first aired on pay-per-view on July 1st with attendance of 1,250. Dark matches were Brent Albright defeating Tank Toland with Larry Sweeney and Bobby Dempsey. Davey Richards defeated Eric Stevens. Sarah Del Rey defeated Daisy Hayes. Kevin Steen and El Generico defeated the Irish Airborne of Jake and Dave Christ. Mitch Franklin and Pele Primo. And Adam Pearce and Jimmy Rave with Shane Hagedorn. And on the pay-per-view, Takeshi Morishima defeated BJ Whitmer to retain the Ring of Honor World title. Naomichi Marufuji defeated Rocky Romero. The Briscoe brothers, Mark and Jay, defeated Claudio Castagnoli. That's in WWE right now. No, Cesaro. And he tag teamed with Matt Seidel and to retain the Ring of Honor tag team titles. Yeah, Matt Seidel and Evan Bourne didn't know that. Of course, that's why you're watching here, because you just learned something that I just told you, bro. Roger Stone then defeated Delirious, Takeshi Morishima, and Bryan Danielson defeated Nigel McGuinness and Kenta. Or wrestling, if you didn't know, you better call me, bro. Because Bryan Danielson is no Bryan Danielson. And of course, Nigel was Wolf, Desmond Wolf in TNA. Kenta, I believe, just signed a deal with WWE just recently. Well, in 2012, Ring of Honor Border Wars was held at Ted Reeve Arena in Toronto, Canada. Dark match, Grizzly Redwood defeated Delirious. And on the pay-per-view, Eddie Edwards defeated Rhino with Truth Fortini. The All Night Express of Rhett Titus and Kenny King, who is now in TNA, and TJ Perkins, Manic, in TNA, defeated Mike Mondo and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, in a six-man tag team match. Jay Lethal defeated Tommaso Ciampa. Lance Storm defeated Mike Bennett with Bob Evans. In his corner, Michael Elgin defeated Adam Cole. Roger Strong with Truth Martini defeated Fit Finley to retain the Ring of Honor TV title. World's Greatest Tag Team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin defeated the Briscoe Brothers of Mark and Jay to win the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles in a Fight Without Honor match. Kevin Steen then defeated Davey Richards to win the Ring of Honor World title. Title changes. 1984, the Masked Outlaw, Dory Funk Jr. defeated Angelo Mosca Jr. to win the NWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship at a Jim Crockett Promotions event in Spencer, North Carolina. 1993, Emilio Charles Jr. defeated El Dandy to win the CMLL World Middleweight title. 2001, John Zandig defeated White Beater to win the Combat Zone Wrestling World Heavyweight title in Smyrna, Delaware. Birthdays, happy birthday to two-time tag team champion Doug Basham. You remember the Basham brothers? Well, he was 43. And Ricky Ortiz, formerly of WWE, turned 39. Again, that was May the 12th. And May 13th, 1966, Giant Baba defeated Wilbur Snyder to win the 8th annual JWA World League Tournament. 1975, Jake the Snake Roberts makes his pro wrestling debut. 2004, NWA TNA announced that they would debut on Fox Sports with their first ever series every week. Series TNA Impact actually debuted. Release announcement. Events 1988. The NWA held a 7-man tournament to fill the NWA United States Heavyweight title vacancy left by Dusty Rhodes, as Rhodes had been stripped of the title 1 month earlier after attacking Jim Crockett. The tournament was held in Houston, Texas. Well, according to Ringside News, Vacant has many titles. Quarterfinal matches were Barry Windham defeated Midnight Rider, who was unmatched to reveal himself as the Italian Stallion. Lex Luger and El Perez were both disqualified, putting Barry Windham through to the finals. Nikita Koloff defeated Ivan Koloff, and then you got, in the semis, Nikita Koloff defeated Tully Blanchard. Barry Windham defeated Nikita Koloff to win the vacant NWA United States Heavyweight title in the finals. In 1995, ECW held Enter Sandman at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And here's what happened. Hack Myers defeated Tony Stetson, 911, and the Tasmaniac defeated Subo, Genjin, and Hiroyoshi Ikuda. Axel Rotten defeated Eden Rotten in a barbed wire bat match. That's all. A barbed wire chair also brought into the equation. Raven and Stevie Richards defeated Tommy Dreamer and Mikey Whipwreck by disqualification. This match featured the introduction of the referee, Bill Alfonso, with the storyline being that Shane Douglas petitioned the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission for rules to be enforced within ECW. Alfonso DQ'd Dreamer for using a closed fist. This would kick off an entire summer of fans literally wanting to kill Alfonso for ruining the ECW party. Alfonso would go to work for ECW until it went out of business in January 2001. ECW World TV Champion Eddie Guerrero fought Dean Malenko to a 30-minute Raw to retain the title. ECW World Heavyweight Champion The Sandman defeated Cactus Jack to retain the title. ECW World TV Champion Eddie Guerrero defeated Marty Jannetty to retain the title. ECW World Heavyweight Champion The Sandman defeated Shane Douglas to retain the title after Mick Foley interfered. Well, Cactus Jack won Mick Foley. Both on the same night. ECW World Tag Team Champions, the Public Enemy of Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock, defeated the Pitbulls, number 1 and number 2, in a double dog collar match to retain the title. In 2007, TNA Sacrifice was held at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. The NWA served several ties with the TNA earlier in that day, meaning that the NWA belts were used, but were not referred to as much. For the same reason, Kurt Angle's win is not recognized by the NWA, with an attendance of 900 people. Chris Sabin defeated Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt in a 3-way match to retain the TNA X Division title. Bobby Roode with Miss Brooks defeated Jeff Jarrett. Double J. Christopher Daniels defeated Rhino, Damaja, and Basham, with Chrissy Hemme defeated Kip James in a handicap match, which was supposed to be a tag team match, but BG James was attacked before the match. Taken out of it. Chris Harris defeated James Storm in a Texas death match. Their former tag team partners. You didn't know that. Jerry Lynn defeated Tiger Mask 4, Alex Shelley, and Century in a four quarters match. Team 3D of Brother Ray and Brother Devon defeated Scott Steiner and Tom Cove and the LAX tag team of Homicide and Hernandez in a three-way tag team match to retain the World Tag Team titles. Kurt Angle then defeated Sting and Christian to win the World Heavyweight title. Angle later claimed that he was the first TNA World Champion, but the title was then vacated on Impact by Jim Cornette. So Vacant has another title. Wow, he's multi-talented in all companies. 2012 TNA Sacrifice was held at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, with an attendance of 1,100 people, and your tag team of Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian defeated Samoa Joe and Magnus to win the TNA Tag Team titles. Gail Kim defeated Brooke Tessmacher to retain the TNA Knockouts title. Devon defeated Robbie E. and Robbie T. in a three-way dance to retain the TNA TV title. Mr. Anderson defeated the charismatic Enigma himself, Jeff Hardy. Crimson then defeated Eric Young with ODB in his corner. Austin Aries, A-Double defeated Bully Ray. Kurt Angle defeated AJ Styles. Bobby Roode defeated Rob Van Dam in a ladder match to retain the TNA World title. Title changes for March 12th, 1938. Or that's May 12th, that is. Vic Christie defeated Don McIntyre to win the Montreal and Toronto World Heavyweight titles in Buffalo, New York. 1960, George and Sandy Scott defeated Emil and Ernie Jusic to win the Central States NWA World Tag Team titles in St. Joseph, Missouri. 1962, Pepe Mendieta defeated Henry Peluso in a tournament final to win the vacant Mexican National Heavyweight title in Mexico City, Mexico. Well, there you go. Again, vacant is multilingual as well. 1973, Hero, Tojo, and Waldo Von Erich defeated Ron Miller and Larry O'Day to win the NWA Austrasian Tag Team title in Sydney, Australia. 1975, Dominic Benucci and Victor Rivera defeated Jimmy and Johnny Valiant to win the WWF Tag Team title. 1979, Wahoo McDaniel defeated the Spoiler to win the WCCW American Heavyweight title. World Class Championship Wrestling American Heavyweight title. 1984, Rick the Model Martel defeated Jumbo Tsuruta to win the AWA World title. 1984, Magnum TA defeated Mr. Wrestling number 2. Back in the day, he was my favorite wrestler of all time. To win the MSW North American title. 1985, Macho Man Randy Savage defeated Jerry Oski to win the AWA Southern Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee. 1991, Robert Fuller and Jeff Jarrett defeated the Texas Hangman of Killer and Psycho to win the USWA Tag Team titles at the same event. Bill Dundee defeated Eric Embry to win the USWA Southern Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1994, at an ECW TV taping, Mikey Whipwreck defeated the Pitbull Gary Wolf to win the ECW TV title in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 1995, Doug Gilbert defeated Primetime Brian Lee to win the USWA Heavyweight title in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1996, Campanella Escalada defeated La Parca to win the Mexican National Light Heavyweight title in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. In 2002 on Raw, Trish Stratus defeated Jazz to win the WWE Women's title. And our birthdays were May 12th. Happy birthday to former WWE, WCW, and TNA wrestler Jimmy Wang Yang. Turned 33 and 8-time NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion Danny Hodge turned 82. Also would have been the birthday of former NWA Southern State star Killer Khan, the Killer Carl Crook. Would have been 80 years old in memoriam on May. 13th, that is. In 2000, the wrestling world lost the first AJPW Triple Crown champion, Jumbo Tsuruta, at the age of 49. He was an accomplished amateur wrestler in Japan, winning competitions in both freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling at the super heavyweight level. The success took him to the 1972 Munich Olympics, though he found considerably less success there, losing both of his preliminary matches to European opponents. All Japan promoter Giant Baba approached Tsuruta, later sending him to Texas to train under Dory Funk Jr., and it was there that he debuted in 1973 and said he was the first Japanese wrestler to compete as a crowd favorite in America, as fans cheered him for his wrestling ability and superior work ethic. Following his training period, he quickly rose through the ranks of All Japan, becoming the first AJPW Unified Tag Team Champion with Yoshiaki Yatsu. I guess you can find his name down to Yoshi Yatsu or something like that. 1988, before unifying the NWA International, but that's unconfirmed in the shortage of the name, Yoshiaki Yatsu. Well, before they unifying the NWA International, PWF, Heavyweight, and NWA United National titles into the AJPW Triple Crown title the following year. He would go on to hold these titles a total of 10 times throughout his career. Notably, he was also instrumental in the rise of the Mitsuharu Misawa, giving the young wrestler his first main event win in 1990. Tsuruta's career declined in 1992 after being diagnosed with hepatitis B. He took an office job with the promotion while recovering, eventually making a minor return in a comedic role before retiring for good in 1999. Barely 2 weeks later, he was forced out of his office position by Otoko Baba, the widow of Giant Baba, who had assumed control over deceased husband's promotion. He briefly moved to Portland, Oregon before returning to Japan after being diagnosed with kidney cancer, from which he would not recover. Tsuruta died of complications from the attempted kidney transplant, though it was found that his cancer had spread through his liver as well. Tsuruta was revered by the wrestling press. He competed in well over 3,000 matches in his career and has been described as the best pure wrestler in the world in the 1980s and the strongest wrestler in the history of Japanese wrestling. And that concludes May 12th through the 13th for this day in wrestling history. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless. See what will be you. If you didn't know, call me, bro.